That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Urshela takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth. At the plate, Oscar Mercado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Lifted in the air to center. Gardner is there. One down. Here's Carlos Santana now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. A ball and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And the count will be full. Now the payoff pitch home. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another one sent foul. Full count still. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and really hurt you.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. LeMahieu for 1. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The 0-1. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
3-2 pitch. Count remains full. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0. Slow little roller to third. Andujar's got it. On to first, and the driver held in check as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping in, Miguel Andujar. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. So far on the year, Andujar is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Andujar brings a batting line of barely over 200, so there's certainly some room for improvement there.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise. Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Razor Torres.
Next will be the designated hitter, Torres. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Lindor. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The Yanks lead 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Cesar Hernandez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Cold strike, 0-2. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys are currently in third place in the AL in that department. Stepping in, Bo Taylor. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Sent toward first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 1.
Striding in, Greg Allen. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
1-1.
That's ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, to count.
This is in the air to right. Judge is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Luke Voigt waits on deck. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Brett Gardner now. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Here's the 2-1 home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready for another shot now, Oscar Mercado. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. A ball and a strike now. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. And he takes a called strike 2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So now Carlos Santana, another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my...
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gio Urshela. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line towards center field. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First pitch on its way.
Inside,
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that one is gone.
Oh, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rally you a little bit. This guy's not the baseball trade, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
No hits to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And that's the second out. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Number 14 on the season as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
In now is the Yankees DH, Torres. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch and the inning is over. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We're through 6 full. The Yankees lead it 4-0. So striding forward now, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long to get them back into this one.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Standing in, Jose Ramirez. First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. One 0 count. Here it is. Count now a ball and a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. He kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1 to Voit in time for the double play.
Now batting.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bo Taylor stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Greg Allen would be next. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Now in the box, Greg Allen. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Chapman, nicknamed the Missile for obvious reasons. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. He's forced to settle for 1. Next for New York, Luke Voigt. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. And they start him out away with a called strike. Turned on down the line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. 1-0 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Standing in now, Chris Iannetta, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gio Urshela. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Mercado will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Yanks. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll start us off in the 8th. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's off.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And he misses again. 2-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing, and he pops him up. LeMahieu stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Striding into the box, Oscar Mercado. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Riding in once again, Carlos Santana. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Skied into very shallow right. In comes Judge. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, 1st and 3rd and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
The last at-bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Dominic Leone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 99.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He went deep last time up. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone!
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Into the box now, Torres. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. 0-1, here's the pitch. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Tribe. It's the Yankees 7 and the Indians 1. Adam Ottavino comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now to the plate, Domingo Santana. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball one.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
The second baseman,
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now back. Number 46.
Striding in for the Indians, Bo Taylor. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Gardner is there. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game. 7-1 the final score in tonight's. The New York Yankees hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win.